What's up, YouTube? So, new patch came out today, and I saw that Noelle got buffed with her passive got changed from duration to size, so I decided to play around with it and see how it feels. And we managed to end up with a Anvil, so now I'm recording it. Alright, let's see. We can go with projectile count. I think I'll go with the Lifesteal because we don't have very much of it still. Added the opacity slider, the map here, and changed the color of the charge shrines to be a different color. So they're like this kind of teal, cobalt blue color now instead of green, which is nice. It makes them, makes that one challenge a lot easier. And it helps you spot the different stuff on the map so you can better prioritize. I think that it's a pretty good change overall. They also kind of remixed a lot of the different characters. I'm probably going to go into a video on each one. Because there's a couple of those characters I really didn't play anyway yet for a video. So I'll play a round on the new patch. So look forward to that whenever I get around to it. And then he did announce, the dev also announced that there would probably be some Halloween content coming out, so we'll probably get some more stuff going on around that time for the game as well. So, yeah. So far we're doing pretty well. I mean, our DPS isn't like crazy or anything. I'm trying to spam, I don't know, the skills I figured that would be best for size related stuff. I did take the attraction tome. I do feel like the attraction tome is pretty powerful. This makes it where you don't have to go so far for the XP. I know a lot of people take the XP tome multiplier with the difficulty multiplier and you just, get all of that shit going, but it's like, to me that's just boring because you're just doing that on every character. It doesn't change the run at all. Then you just end up with fucking 1,000 runs that are the same thing, and the only difference is like small itemization choices. And that's mostly RNG, so just wanted to see how this felt. Maybe we'll get a little bit of a meme going here with the crazy amount of size. In terms of what you could pick up tome-wise, you could also, instead of going projectile count, just go attack speed. And that would scale with aura and the crosswalker better. I just went projectile count because it's what rolled at the time, and I was still early in the run. I wasn't really thinking about it. If you're looking to min-max, you're probably going to want to go attack speed though, because it's just more synergistic with all the weapons. I'm a projectile count addict, bro. I can't not click on it. We will actually take... Where the fuck is my mouse? What the hell? Jesus Christ. We will take the Frostwalker here because it's the damage. Base damage is good. I need to retrain my brain away from not picking up base damage because I think base damage is probably one of the most powerful things you can pick up on a weapon. Obviously, projectile count and all that good stuff is very powerful early, but it falls off pretty heavily when you're shooting 20 projectiles, but they're all still only doing 6 damage apiece, whereas you could be doing like half as many projectiles that deal 3 times the damage. We'll take power multiplier, attack speed. We'll take some attack speed. It definitely won't hurt. Like I said, our other skills do benefit much more from attack speed than they do from projectile count. Take a little bit of lifesteal here, and a little bit more lifesteal. Obviously don't have any kind of defensive tool here other than just absolute AoE, so that is something to keep in mind. we get attraction tone up high enough, we'll be able to just constantly pull in all the fucking XP across the map, which will be great. We'll just take the size upgrade. They also did, like, the dev changed, I think, a couple of the items because they weren't working correctly. Like, Shattered Knowledge apparently just wasn't doing anything, which isn't great. Because I think a lot of people were actually using that in Tony McZoom builds, but I guess they were using it for no reason because it did nothing. Obviously, they couldn't have known that. Okay, get a stopwatch here. Like I said, we're doing pretty good on the damage front. Not hurting too bad. Obviously, when we go to the next area, that'll be when we can really tell for sure, one way or the other. I do like the new colors on the mini-map stuff because it kind of helps you, like I said, prioritize what you want to go after. Like when we're getting down to the wire on, like, you know, close to the time we need to be heading over to the boss shrine type thing, we need less charge shrines and more like Moais, that kind of stuff. There's many a run I've lost because I got led over to a shard shrine and I just was stubborn and was like, fuck it, I'm already here, let me charge it up. You can see there's a whole ass corner of the map we haven't explored here yet. Keep leveling up that fucking attraction tone to a ridiculous level. Looks like nothing over here but a couple of charge shrines. There's something over there in that corner. Looks like a guy with a hat. Spawn increase. Definitely liking the new map so far. It's a huge addition to the game. They also buffed, you saw it there, but they buffed the hell out of Scarf. Some of the other items also got slight tweaks, but I think Scarf was the one that got the most damage increase. Obviously, the Shattered Knowledge is now a usable item. Probably way better. I mean, if you're running Attraction Tome, you might want to run Shattered Knowledge just based on the fact that you'll be pulling in XP from so far away that it'll basically be creating another aura. But we're gonna go ahead and leave. Get this boss activated and see if we can get the hell out of here before things get too spicy. Oh yeah, apparently Beefy Ring was also not working correctly. It was sort of half working, but it wasn't scaling properly with your XP life. Like it wasn't accounting the life you got from leveling up. Apparently every character gets 1 HP per level, so that's a pretty big chunk of, you know, damage just sitting on the table. The boss is very dead now. We managed to get a pretty good, oh my god, that is huge size. Managed to get a pretty good clear here on the map. Obviously we didn't miss anything ultra important. Definitely take the Frostwalker. We got a green up in the very top right, and then also the charge shrine right over here. We'll hit the charge shrine. I think that green might be a boss shrine, and if it is, I don't want to risk going all the way up there. We do have a couple of stopwatches on the map we could go pick up, so maybe we can get up there and back without too much of a threat, especially if we get this multiplier. Yeah, the map's definitely going to change the meta of this game a lot because you're going to be able to actually consistently clear the map. Oh my fucking god, get out of my way. Especially for people who aren't, like, you know, super good at moving around. What? This is right here. Oh fuck, I'm looking at the wrong spot. It's over here. Okay, so we can go from that one to this one. There was another one somewhere. Oh, it's way up at the top of the map. It's not worth looking up there. We definitely need to leave before these black ghosts start moving at us, because we're not killing them fast enough currently. Okay, go ahead and get this item and then make a 180 and exit. Doing alright. Oh, apparently there was also a bug where some items could fucking damage when you were paused, so there might have been people abusing that to inflate their kills on the leaderboard. So you might be seeing a little bit different leaderboard scores. I still think that there's some shenanigans going on the leaderboard, because there's still 500k kill builds, and I don't understand how the fucking hell that is possible. Like, the highest I've ever gotten was 100. And that was with basically the most cracked build you can fucking imagine. I mean, it was a size build. Size seems to be like the most OP stat in the game for sure. Because I mean, if you can kill everything on the or if you can hit everything on the screen, you have the best chance, you know, that you're gonna have. So what you do is you just take massive amounts of size, and then you combine it with like Joe's daggers to just hit shit as much as possible before it gets to you. But I don't know, man. It still seems like a big fucking stretch to me that somehow leads into, you know, 500k kills. That's an extra 400,000, especially with the new ghost. Like, I don't see it. I think some weird shit's still going on, but obviously it's a new game, so the developer will probably slowly work out those things. You're never gonna be able to completely eliminate people from cheating, obviously, because that's just how it is. You can patch one cheat, and then the next patch, you know, the next day somebody will have a new fucking cheat out, so. There's also a pretty big modding community for the game, so it could be that the mod scores are all going up on the leaderboard, which kinda sucks, but what can you do? If you're not worried about the leaderboard and you just want to see some crazy runs, then there's no problems. I definitely think this new passive is, for this character, is way better than a little bit of duration. Like I said, if it had been way more duration, then it might have been okay, but just the 1% thing is... Like, 1% is so fucking minuscule of a number that it usually isn't gonna matter. Kill that boss off. We got 6 minutes left, and we've uncovered about half the map at this point, so we're doing okay in terms of clear. We'll get some damage. Not crazy low damage or anything, mind you, but this doesn't hurt to have. Oh, I missed the fucking difficulty shrine here. So in order to pull up the map, if you're curious and you don't know, you can just hit tab. That's how you open it. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Very common for most video games. At least a lot of the ARPG games I play use tab to pull up the map, so that's what I'm used to hitting. Oh my god. There's a lot of fucking people here. take some gold gain. What could we even print from this? Transfusions? Eh. We're okay with what we got right now, to be honest. Take the legendary. Definitely looking pretty good so far. A lot of that's probably just from the Anvil carry, to be honest. Anvil, a really good weapon. Allowing you to scale basically every stat every time you level up a weapon is pretty fucking good. Not too worried about duration, obviously, for this. Still feel like duration is kind of a dead stat. Especially given that duration mainly affects the CC factor of the abilities, and you know, all of the elites are kind of fucking CC immune anyways, so don't think it really does much for you in the long run. We will take some shield here. Having a little bit of shield does protect us from those big hits occasionally. We'll take a big chunk of damage. Feels pretty good. So yeah, if you haven't done the charge thing yet, it's way easier to do now. Gold. Projectile speed, gold. There, we'll take some gold gain. Gold gain's a pretty good stat. If you look at the leaderboard, you'd know that, because everybody on there is fucking Robinette right now. And Robinette's passive is unchanged. It's just 1% gold gain per level. Fox got their percentage boosted by another half, and some other characters also got their passive slightly adjusted. There was a couple of big reworks, which like I said, we'll get into in probably other videos. I don't want to spoil those. But in my opinion, I think most of the changes were pretty good. Obviously, they're not what I suggested in my tier list, but they're good. They're good changes. Takes some elite spawn increase. EP ring is pretty good. 20% damage per 100, so we're getting 40% extra damage there, which is fairly good. Yeah, we'll take the Frostwalker upgrade. How much evasion we sitting at? 34 wrenches. I mean, we got 2. We got like 3 cheese, right? 5. So yeah, we don't need cheese for sure. I think we'll take the wrench actually, because now that we can see the charge stations better, we can consistently get those and make sure we're benefiting the most out of this. Oh my fucking god, come on dude. Can't believe you slipped off that shit. As you can see, it's still not the easiest thing in the world to get all of these things charged up in the time limit, especially if you're not really trying to. But it's certainly much more easy than it was before. We'll go with some more gold gain. I still think they should change some of the other colors on these shrine thingies, especially the bosses. Like, they could change the boss to, like, I don't know, a gray skull or some shit like that. The boss shrines, I mean, not the actual bosses. Change the Moai to have like a little Moai head or whatever. Just a little bit more information, I feel like, doesn't hurt. Obviously, it kind of does power, you know, power ramp the characters a little bit, because knowing all that information makes it way easier to get to what you need to get to and when you need to get to it and stuff like that, but you still have to explore the map, so it's not like you're gonna know exactly where everything is out the gate. Bro is fucking me up. Okay, that should give us a pretty good chunk of XP there. Go ahead and level that shit up again. Oh my god, get out of my way, I'm trying to open this fucking chest. Get a little bit more lifesteal. I think we're probably good on lifesteal at this point. Our size is kind of getting crazy. We still got a long way to go, obviously. We'll take some more pickup range, more size. I think we might print some keys just so we can try and go for some free chest. Maybe do a combination of keys and fucking clovers. Got a fair amount of clovers already, but like I've said in the past, luck is a stat that's never bad. More luck you have, the better you're gonna get. The better shit you're gonna get out of every single chest you open, so. Size and projectile count here. That's just fucking chunking the absolute shit out of this guy. Our fucking black holes are pretty fucking massive at this point. And yeah, we're doing a pretty good amount of ticks, so. Damage wise, we're still pretty okay. We also only have a minute left before we need to leave the stage, so we can clear up whatever's left here. You see, I can kind of tell that there's no charge shrines left here, so that kind of helps me to be able to also prioritize getting money and pots and stuff. Okay, we got 3 fucking boss shrines left on the map here. 4. So that's all the green things are fucking boss shrines, basically. There's a free chest all the way up in the top corner that we didn't pick up. We can go over there and get that real quick. And we'll get a move speed thing and run around and bust some pots open and maybe some chests. We've got enough money to get a chest opened. But we do need to be heading out here very shortly. We don't want to risk too much. I'll get the big pots on the way. Try to pick up this other upgrade. The smooth speed is a little crazy right now because we've got so much multiplier. Like I said, we're not doing a crazy amount of DPS. It's okay. Definitely don't want to activate any boss shrines or anything like that, though. I don't know what's activating occasionally here that just does something is going on where it just drains the like crazy amount of health out of him. But then he just fucking, like, regens. So, I don't know. His health bar is very violent right now. Obviously, he's dying, so it's not a real problem or anything. Pick up all the XP left in the map, and then we'll get some slurp gloves. So, first pair of those, they are pretty good. They'll give us some little extra AoE, but also a lot more healing, so we love that. They do have a cooldown on them, so it's not like they are going to constantly activate. I believe it's 9 seconds. We'll get some aura damage, help boost up our protection from these ghosts here. That's the fucking printer. We did end up getting a beacon, so we could probably print that into something more useful, or at least attempt to. I think some blood transfusion stacks wouldn't be hurtful at this point. We definitely want to be getting out of here real soon, though, because I still don't think we can handle the Black Ghost. And I can't afford that anyway, so let's get the hell out of here, shall we? We're out some fucking black holes, and those black holes should be able to hold all of these mobs at bay. Obviously, we're also freezing and doing some other fun things. The duration is high enough that we can probably stand here a good, like, another minute or so. Obviously, the longer you're in this shit, the more likely shit hits the fan. And if one of them does get to us and start pushing us across the map, that will basically still end the run. Okay, we're starting to take a little bit of damage, or getting shoved a little bit at least. Well, that'll help. 2 additional projectiles on our... Oh my god, how the fuck did he manage to break through that fucking wall of black holes? It's crazy. Both good options. Both really good options. We'll take the blood magic. Still doing pretty okay. Obviously had a little bit of a scare there from that one guy that's managed to slip the fuck right through. Oh. Back on the fucking portal. Oh my god. It's been a little crazy here. Okay, yep, we need to leave immediately. If we're not already dead here. Oh, I didn't get that chest. I tried to be cheeky. It is what it is. We're getting to the point where our size is kind of crazy and it's getting a little bit much. So let's see if we can check out that new fucking slider for the transparency. It's in here somewhere, I'm assuming. Crosshair Alpha, leaderboards. Don't care about that. Video. Resolution, target monitor, PC, camera distance. I'm not seeing it. Maybe it's under effects. Particle opacity, yes. We'll drop that down to like this level. That should make it a lot easier to look at. Damage numbers, damage flash, low HP effects, particle auto opacity on. I don't know what the fuck that means. There we go. Now we're looking at something that's much less annoying. Just a big fucking AoE. It's funny that the black hole is so dark, like so fucking transparent. Big chest, getting charged run, doing things. I don't think we're gonna get too crazy with a kill count here. I mean, we might be able to jump it up to like, I don't know, 80k or something. If we farm the ghost wave effectively, but I don't see it being too crazy. Like I said, I'm still not really sure how people are getting the absolutely insane amounts of kills they're getting. I feel like it's either they're just always using the scaling domes, or there's some shit I massively do not understand about this game. I will take the crit chance. Still don't have anywhere near max crit, so any amount of crit we get, or crit chance we get, does help. It does apply to all of our skills, obviously, and even triggered effects from our items. Oh, and we're getting exploding boys again. Don't love those guys. Obviously, they shouldn't be able to get anywhere near us, so not really too much of a threat. Our size is getting to the point where we're not even seeing enemies on the screen anymore and they're dying. Oh boy, that's not a lot of damage. Even with that additional fucking transfusion. It is going up a little bit. Transfusion putting in a little bit of work. It's gonna be like a probably 40%, maybe 50% of his health bar here that gets deleted. Not terrible. Obviously, if we had found a magic pot, then transfusion would probably be actually fucking cracked. But we already got an Anvil, so what more can you ask for? Looking at duration and regen. I don't have. Well, I have. What the fuck? What? How do I have so much regen? What? Something goofy going on, bro. I should not have 1000 HP regen. Is it from the campfire? It has to be from the campfire. I don't trust that shit for a second. But we do have campfire to heal, so we don't really need that for the boss fight. Projectile speed doesn't really do shit for us, so duration it is. Crazy. Yeah, okay, it's 100% the campfire, because now we're back down to 55. That makes a lot more sense. It's like, what the 1000%. Alright, difficulty or power multiplier or damage. I think we'll just take the damage. Oh, also, they made it where Noelle's damage scales with the number of frozen enemies, in addition to boosting size. I don't know if that's like perpetual increase or if it only counts the living, like currently living frozen enemies. I assume it's the currently living ones. Because otherwise it's kind of busted. Get Ice Cube and then it goes absolutely infinity crazy. And so Ice Cube makes all of your damage freeze. I'll keep clicking on the fucking weapons at this point. That was weird. Oh, you saw that, but I clicked on the attraction tome and it reset the attraction. Oh my god, that is fucking expensive. What the hell? We're gonna need to find some pots to click on if we want that knife. And I do think we want that knife because we do have Lifesteal at 100%. So that'll just be another source of massive transfusion stacks. Be very good, especially against the boss. Obviously, our main skill's not doing crazy amounts of attack speed or anything, so everything we can get will matter. Boy, this fucking map is barren for pots. A lot to the north of where I'm at right now, but not many anywhere else. Guess I'll take the crit damage. From Lifesteal, knowing that we have a knife, we can get more than 100% Lifesteal and get 2 stacks. I think. I'll take this. Pretty big damage. I'm sitting here contemplating whether or not to click that fucking boss shrine. I don't think I'm going to. We're already trying to collect a huge amount of money. What do you got? Nothing that's gonna help me get money, but move speed definitely is helpful. Obviously, you gotta spend a little money sometimes to make a lot of money sometimes. Big shoes, just a little bit more money. Alright, well, we're sitting pretty close to what we needed. A couple more pots and we should be good. Definitely should have taken attack speed instead of projectile. I haven't even leveled projectile hardly at all, so attack speed was definitely the call. Definitely fucked that one up. think one thing that maybe they could add in a future patch would be the ability to like banish a tome that you click by accident. That would be cool. Like you obviously wouldn't get any levels back for them. So, you know, anything you had invested into them, you would just lose. But I think it would be another cool way to have to be able to like maneuver your builds and stuff. Because sometimes in the early game, like projectile count early game is really powerful, but it does fall off pretty hard once you start getting it from like charge shrines and items and shit like that, weapon upgrades. It's a lot less meaningful. I will take the evasion here. Take the projectile count here. I know I just said that it falls off pretty hard, but for black hole was actually insanely good. In particular, because it helps us, you know, force the ghost up into away from us, basically. That's good. Now we're going to go over to here, hide in this fucking corner of the map, grab this for when this boss spawns in a second. Don't think it's gonna matter. Might not even fucking spawn before we run out of the damn upgrade. Oh my god, he is tanky. $2 million health, huh? You liking those blood transfusion stacks? Do that again, bro. You won't. Thank you. Look at what it takes. Gone. I guess the blood knife only actually activates if you are leeching life. I guess that means that Kevin would be OP as fuck together with this build. I don't really have Kevin turned on right now because Kevin usually ends your run instead of saving it. Kevin is an item that if you get early, it is not good. But if you get it late, it's fucking OP, because, like, at this point, I'm not really taking damage. So having Kevin wouldn't be that much of a threat. If you don't know Kevin, every time you hit an enemy, it hits you, and you lose a chunk of your health, so it's pretty good for triggering things like that shield, that whenever you take damage, you gain a little bit of money. Or Coward's Cloak, where whenever you get hit, you gain some move speed and some damage. There's a couple of really powerful interactions. But like I said, the downside is it also has some really powerful interactions against you. As in, you will just fucking die. Kevin can't kill you, but he can put you at 1 fucking HP, which you will then just die from anything that touches you. Take a little bit of damage. I'm not activating this fucking bush. We do not have enough time. Barely gonna have enough time for the boss here. Oh my god, that's gonna help though. That's the shield I was referring to, by the way. You need to rewind and go look at it. Big thunder mitts. I don't know if I feel like items having cooldowns is a thing that should be in the game. At that point, just make the chance that they proc be lower or something. The cooldown kind of, I don't know, bricks the item in my opinion, because a lot of builds you do want to just spam a lot of projectiles and attack speed, and that doesn't really jive well with cooldowns unless there's some way you can get around the cooldown that I don't know about. Oops. I kind of forgot that you don't actually have a boss in this wave. I could have stayed there and farmed some more kills, but I don't think it's gonna matter. Not gonna be meaningful anyways. Like I said, we probably should have taken attack speed. Attack speed would have been way better than projectile count, especially for this boss fight. I kind of feel like this skill should be affected by projectile count. I mean, if Frostwalker or Firewalker is, I don't see why this can't be. It's the same goddamn thing. Seems a little ridiculous that it's not, but whatever. We're managing. Obviously, it's going to be another instance where it's not going to go well for us. In terms of time it takes to kill the boss, it's going to take all the fucking time. Can I walk into the boss? Does it do anything? I mean, I get my lifesteal stacks, and that kind of does something. I just gotta be careful not to kill myself, obviously. Man, we don't have a crazy amount of fucking health. We got 300. Definitely within the range of getting like 2 hit. Once we get back our second item, we'll be doing a lot more damage. Our third item is where probably most of our DPS is invested in. Aura will be still a good amount of damage though. Black Hole itself is meh. I don't think it's doing too much damage for us. But yeah. This is what we do. We just sit here and hit big poison stacks and fucking loot the boss for like 20 minutes. We're getting pretty close to that first phase, I think. It's like 70%. I need to put like, I don't know, power-ups or some shit in this room. Cause it's like, I can do this all day, bro. This man will never hit me. Unless I want him to. Obviously, when we're trying to charge shit up, that's when you're actually in danger. But that's just because you have to kind of stand still. Or at least more still, I should say. I don't know, we got a scarf. I don't think we do. Any moment now, he'll be taking over. Well, we killed his friend. Which is weird that we didn't kill the other friend, because our damage should be hitting all 3 of them at the same time, so I guess we crit one of them or some shit a couple more times. Alright, dude. Come on. Give me my other fucking weapon back. Thank God. Oh, I don't get it back until after I charge? That's kind of lame. It doesn't really matter that much. Oh shit. Maybe they fixed the boss firing like 30 trillion fucking balls all in the same frame. Oh my god, chill the fuck out. It obviously usually happens more toward the end of the run. I definitely think it was fucking bugged or something, because it was doing crazy shit before. No, you dare damage me? And you put a fucking heal block on me so I can't heal? You bastard. Okay, well, let's try this. Yeah, that's also way too fucking bright. I don't want my eyes to bleed, thank you very much. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good changes overall. Don't think we're gonna be killing this boss, even with our aura. I don't know how he's more tanky now than he was when I only had one fucking skill. That must mean aura is doing truly no damage. Oh yeah, now we're leeching and poisoning. That'll do some shit. Get that big leech going. Oh shit. We can probably just kill the boss with fucking transfusion stacks before we kill him with damage at this rate. Oh, it's so silly. I mean, the majority of it is because, like, we don't have attack speed, and both of the skills we have currently are attack speed based skills. We went more for a projectile based build, so if we had our third skill, or either of the other two skills, we'd probably be doing a fair amount of DPS. Probably have killed this boss like 4 or 5 times by now. Oh no, I'm taking a lot of damage that I will then immediately lifesteal back from. Oh shit. Yoink. Thank you for the help. Gotta do what we can here because if we don't do anything, we're definitely not winning. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yes, lifesteal it up, baby. Give me that poison. Be nice if the blood transfusion stats could trigger the phases, but unfortunately that's not how the game works. We can't even kill ourselves, boys. We're doing things. This last minute is gonna be absolutely fucking crazy. Ah! I need this to do it faster. Oh boy. There we go. Now we can deal some fucking true damage. Maybe. Where the fuck is our skill? What? Oh my god, it's so big you can't even fucking see it. What the hell? I should say it's so like transparent you can't see it because I've got the transparency set down so low. Here, let me just boost it up a little bit for you. You can see it kind of emanating off of the boss there. Little red tendrils. Unfortunately, it's definitely not enough. We might be able to kill the boss just by leeching off of the fucking ghost, though. Managed to get a level, which is fucking hilarious. You gonna give me a legendary that matters? Nope. We are doing some damage now, at least. Damage is doing things. I'm not really sure how, though. The transfusion is just freaking the fuck out. It's going up and then going right the fuck back down. Oh, we got... No, we don't have it back yet, though. You think your ghost can stop me, friend? I have another plan in mind. Goodbye. Bro got hit with that big transfusion stack. Straight into Black Ghost. You love to see it. Now then, you know what hasn't been patched? The cave. It's still here, boys. And we're a size build, and now we can enjoy the view. Now that we have fucking transparency enabled, we can camp in our cave without it being a problem. If I could just get the fucking camera to go to the right place. There we go. Now then, here we sit for eternity as we farm nearly fucking infinite kills. The absolutely colossal size on Black Hole being able to suck almost every enemy into itself. God damn it. You can see it kind of right here on the screen. It's this big purple emanation. It's faint, but it's there. Definitely take the lifesteal. Why the fuck is our campfire not activating? Hello? I guess we don't need any life, so it's just not active. Size or damage? Why not both? There's a chest behind us that's probably underneath the map. Definitely gonna take the blood mark. We take size when we see size. It's pretty good. This is also pretty good. It's a lot better even. The ghost shall attempt to come in, but we have a wall of fucking black holes that they have to get through, so... Damage and size. And all of our weapons are map-wide AoE, so... They can't fucking hide from them. Oh, he got in somehow. It's a crazy thing. Be able to get through that fucking wall of black holes. We're just gonna keep clicking the highest damage upgrade that we can click on. Nothing special. Don't know if we'll make the full 6 minutes here, but I don't know if we'll make it after 6 minutes either. Remains to be seen. I'll tell you one thing. I don't plan on leaving this cave. Because this is as safe as you could possibly be. Especially with this particular fucking build. Big fucking size, big damage. Look at him trying to get in at the top up there, being sneaky and shit. Thinking that matters. Let's hit a refresh here, actually. Take a little bit of this old Lifesteal here. Gotta make it as hard as possible for them to kill us when they do finally get in here. Obviously, they're probably gonna get to a point where they have enough just one-shot potential to overwhelm our maximum health, and then at that point we just get one shot no matter what, so life still doesn't really matter. But until then, we boost. We got damage, size, and duration. We got projectile count, size, and damage. All three very relevant stats, even though it's green. Pretty good. Obviously, we don't have too many more levels on that attack, so we probably want to focus on stuff that's actually really good. We're getting crazy on the size, brother. Attraction Tome will bring in more XP from further away. I think we're probably hitting the whole map with Attraction Tome at this point, so not too worried about it. Hit the refresh. Ooh, big epic. Love that. If we had gotten Joe's Dagger, we'd be even more crazy safe in this cave, because our AoEs would be having a chance to execute. It is what it is. I guess we'll take the projectile count. I mean, at a certain point, the projectile count doesn't matter, because it does help us with the fucking black holes and circles. Summoning circles. We got like a kind of a Gojo build going on here, bro. If you watch JJK, we got that red and purple. Well then. 30k kills and ain't even trying. Let's see. Just take the size tome upgrade. We didn't get enough. We didn't get really enough luck to do anything too crazy. In terms of making all of our shit be always like legendary and stuff like that. There's another fucking chest spawned. All three of these chests are supposedly right next to me, and I don't see a single fucking one of them. Obviously can't really see fucking much of anything inside the cave. Pretty safe in here though. Take some size. The ghosts are now getting sucked in so far fucking away from the so far away from us that it's not even like on the camera almost. Our campfire came back. I don't know why it disappeared for so long. Weird. We got Lifesteal, we got size, and we got Pick Up Brain. I'm taking a Lifesteal. Mostly just because it was the highest rarity thing there. All three of our tomes are kind of maxed out to a degree. Obviously, they got many levels that they can actually be upgraded through, but I mean, they're maxed out in the sense that it doesn't really matter what we pick at this point. There's no meaningful choice left in it. just click shit and watch shit happen. Even more size. My camera's getting forced back in because of Ghost now. Oh god. I'm gonna just stay here for a second, maybe. Yeah, there we go. That's a pretty good angle. I'll take the pickup range. Right now we're just using tomes, essentially as skips. Oh baby, big damage. I only got about, I don't know, 75 collective levels of actual upgrades. That's honestly probably overshooting it by a lot. Probably more like 50. Only 3 left for our one skill here. I will take this chest. Hell, a cheese. That's fucking hilarious. Well, we did make it into the 6-minute mark. And hilariously, even in the 6-minute mark, we're still maintaining basic immunity thanks to fucking black hole spam of infinity. Oh, and there's the death. Like I said, once they got to us, it was basically over because we just didn't have any net. We didn't have crazy health or anything. But there you go. There's a good meme run. Not quite into the billions of damage per item, but billions of damage total. Blood Magic doing crazy numbers. Blood Mark obviously doing insane work. That's mostly coming from the Blood Cleaver. And yeah, a couple of other things here. Obviously Frostwalker not doing a whole lot of anything, neither Aura. That's both because I didn't take attack speed and I took projectile count. If you leveled up attack speed a whole bunch, then those skills would probably also deal a fucking tremendous amount of damage. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you liked the video, leave a like, comment below for what you're looking forward to in the game. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you in the next one.